Hi guys, today I'm talking to the New Candies. We have a quick chat about their upcoming album, some tours in Europe and America, and what they've got planned for the rest of 2021. Hi guys, thanks very much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you very much. Hope you're well, guys. First of all, if you can just give us a little bit of a background to New Candies and a bit about your music.
I'm Fernando, I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Andrea, I play lead guitar with New Candies.
And I'm Alex and I play bass.
We're missing Dario, the drummer. And well, the band formed in 2008, but the first record is from 2012. And the lineup changed in mid 2018. We are from the Venice area. Treviso, that is a medieval town, like 40 minutes far from Venice. And I don't know.
Cool.
We always play this kind of music, and
cool. And
this was pretty much the first band for everybody apart from Andrea that had other bands before, but for me, for Ale and for Dario too, is kind of the first band.
Oh, cool. And you've got a new album planned for this year. Just wondering if you can let us know about the album and what we can expect.
I think it's a normal evolution, and also I think it sounds different than the other records we have done. I consider it our best work so far.
Yeah, I mean, we started to record the album a couple of years ago with this new lineup because me and Alessandro, we are new in the band. And we recorded the album in our studio, and we think it's the best album so far of the band, and is a good evolution. It's not always the same thing, but we will see what the other people think about it.
I think this record has new elements, like it's more electronic, has some electronic elements, and this is something new for the band. Synthesizers and drum machines, we have used those elements more than in the past.
Yeah, for sure there are more instruments in this album compared to the previous albums. And I think it's also because everyone in the band is bringing a new sounds. Also because everyone is listening to a tons of music, different bands. I don't know, like Dario, the drummer, is listening a lot of electronic bands, as well as Alessandro in the last periods. And for me, I always listen more to the typical band, but with electronic influences, I don't know, like MGMT, this kind of stuff. But I know that other members of the band, they don't listen maybe to MGMT, but that is the cool thing about being in a band. Everyone brings some element, I think.
You all sort of write the songs together then?
Fernando is the main songwriter. He always comes up with the main idea, and then sometimes we work out the song in the rehearsal room. Sometimes he goes along and bring some elements by himself, and then we try to build up from there. It's not like but he's the guy. He's the guy.
I mean, to me, it depends. Every song has its own story. Some songs without the band they wouldn't exist. So how I see it is that maybe there is a songwriter figure, but then the result wouldn't be the same if I was alone, So I think it's it's always a band effort. The song. Also, just for example, sometimes it's more important an indication from a band member, a suggestion about saying, maybe in this song we can use this instrument instead of this other one, and that that choice in the end is more important than the chords you're playing, you know. So yeah, writing songs is that's a cool part about writing. I think that everything is important.
So obviously coronavirus has been the big thing over the last year. How did that sort of impact you guys as a band?
Yeah, it was a big impact because we were like a non-stop touring band. We were always touring constantly. That was our job, our dream, our everything. And we were able to do the last tour in East Europe in January 2020, right before coronavirus happened. So we were also kind of lucky because we toured till the end. But yeah, apart from that, we had a lot of plans for 2020, like a Canadian tour and other tours. We supposed to release the album before, but we couldn't. So we took more time, and probably that was a better choice because we worked way more than the previous records. So we hope people will appreciate better the record for sure. But anyway, yeah, impacted a lot our band because we stopped doing anything and we can't even practice right now. So yeah, it's really sad, really, really sad. Changed completely our life and our projects.
I know you were saying you've had more time to put into your songs. Does that mean it's had impact on your songwriting, or is that just the sort of production?
I mean, more the production because actually we almost finished the songs right before coronavirus. So yeah, it was more about choices, working more on the mixes, on the production, and we also, for the first time, had more songs than usual. So we could say, oh, let's delete this song even if it's already recorded, and let's try with a new song. The first single is gonna be actually the song that we wrote during coronavirus. So it's a song that we added right at the end of the album.
How has live music been in general in Italy? Here we've had sort of a few socially distanced shows, but nothing much else. Has that been the same?
Yeah, pretty much the same. We had a couple of concerts just during the summer, and actually we played just one concert on September, if I remember well, in Padova, a nearby city. And yeah, but was with social distancing, with chairs, masks. So it was a little bit weird, but in the same time, a little bit like a liberation for me, because after not playing live for many months, I don't know, I felt the adrenaline and the freedom again, even if it was different, but better than nothing.
I don't think streamed shows and socially distanced shows are really something. I don't really care about streaming shows. With other people, there is no live music, so I don't get the point of playing in front of a camera and that's it. Because I feel that live music is supposed to be about the connection between the band and the crowd. Yeah. It's not the connection between the band and a camera. I don't care. It's pretty. Yeah, I don't want to be harsh, but that's how I think.
Yeah, it's an exchange of feeling between the crowd and us, and that's the cool thing of playing live.
And I don't know why people want to see so many streaming shows. I don't get the point. I think we are a bit addicted to streaming. So in everyday life, even before coronavirus and everything, we're addicted to having everything at our hand at any time.
So already touched on your tour in Europe, the large tour of about 30 dates in the US in 2019. Just wondered sort of how that was.
Oh, it was a great tour, and actually we connected with an European tour before, so it was a pretty massive tour, a 2-month tour, non-stop. So it was pretty intense, but pretty cool, both European and American tour. And it was the second time in North America for us, but it was a way longer tour. We played almost all the states. I mean, almost the main states around the US. So we literally drove around the country, you know, and it was cool to see, to play like in New York in a super cool place where like the Strokes played and stuff like that. Like we played at Mercury Lounge, or playing in Seattle, in LA with other cool bands. But also was cool to go in the middle America, that is with less people, living these small towns, and was really incredible because there were just few people, because the towns were small and the people that loved our music were not too many, since it was the first time playing in these ghost towns. But in the same time was crazy to see how much people cared about us, about supporting us, buy merch and all this kind of stuff. It's something that we don't have here in Italy. Even when you play in front of more people, it's more about fashion in here. It's not about supporting bands and really.
I don't think it's about fashion. I think it's just that we in Italy have a different kind of approach with music, and with live music especially. It's much more pop. You know, Italy has never been like the greatest rock nation. You know, we never had any, you know, big rock bands coming out from Italy. So it's different. And the US are such a big place with such powerful and massive amount of bands and rock history, that it's, but it depends. I love the US, and Italy is not a good place for rock and roll. That's it. And it's not a good place for this kind of rock and roll, because we have loads of bands singing in Italian, and that's what Italians wants to hear. People singing in their language, so they can understand. They always want to understand in Italy.
It must make it difficult for you guys then, because you've got to reach, I guess, outside Italy then to find fans.
Yeah, pretty much. And we have loads of bands coming out from TV shows. That's the thing.
X Factors and
You know,
stuff like
we
that.
have loads of them, and they sing in English sometimes, and they play a couple of shows in Italy, and then they broke up.
And then
And that's it. It is another band. There's another band coming from another TV show, and that's it, again and again and again.
I remember a funny thing that happened once. We were playing a show at Anabi in Ravenna, and a guy came to me and said, "Oh, I discovered you on KXP," an Italian guy. And I thought, oh, how crazy that was, because in Italy we started like 10 years ago almost, and he never heard of us. And we needed an American radio to be discovered by Italian people in the end. So I think there is something wrong, not wrong, but there is just not interest about rock and roll music in our country.
Yeah, but we have many.
And in the States, it's better.
We have many Italian bands, great Italian rock and roll bands. Great Italian rock and roll bands. We have loads of Italian electronic artists, a lot of them. But most of them, they don't get recognized as much as they should. That's the thing. Like we have Alessandro Cortini, man. Is the bass player for the best rock and roll band of the last 30 years, maybe. And is Italian. And is a great electronic artist, and still basically most of the people don't know him. But they know the people from the TV show. You're gonna be sure about that.
All of them.
Cool. And yeah, you've got the new album coming out this year. What other plans have you got for the sort of 2021 and looking forward?
Yeah, our booking agency, the European one, is planning a European tour for the end of the year, and then the other agency in America is planning to in having us in the next fall, but we still don't know if that is gonna be possible, or anyway, if it's not possible, they just move it for March, probably, something like that. The same for Australia. Our other booking agency is planning in having us the next Australian summer, which will be our next winter. So we have a lot of plans, but it's still, I don't know, everything in the air, you know. We don't know. We have to check every day about the vaccines. You guys are getting more vaccines than us, so should be the normality should be back sooner than us in UK.
We're gonna see everything is under development. Yeah, you know, you cannot be sure in this period about what the plans are. The album is coming out on June the 4th. So that's the first step, and after the release, we're gonna see what the situation looks like.
The thing we are worked hard in this period was the release in itself, like the vinyl editions. There will be more than one, and we work on the videos. This helped the coronavirus situation help us taking care of the release more than ever. So at least we're gonna release something that is special, I think.
Yeah, and we have also some single coming out before the release date, so during this spring with the videos.
Oh, cool. And you've got different sort of colored vinyls in that you're doing.
Yeah, no, some also special editions. I mean, it's like a surprise, and I hope people will enjoy it.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks very much for talking to me today, guys. Thank you for taking the time out. That's been really
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Well, yeah, you can check out the New Candy's previous stuff online on all their streaming services, and yeah, keep an eye out for that new album on June the 4th.